YouTube, it's Ruth. It's just me today. It's currently about 6 o'clock at my house, and Kira's not here. It's Friday. So the only reason I'm here, and the only reason why I'm not currently in the shower, is because I had surgery today. That's right, I had plastic surgery today. The one thing I had was, I used to have a cyst on my face where this bandage is right here, and they took that out for me today. So that's why I didn't go to school, can't go to track. I joined the track team at my school. I was supposed to run the first and the last race at our meet tomorrow, but now I can't, so I'll be stuck at home all day. But, yeah, so I just want to tell you guys my experience. Mainly because getting surgery can be kind of scary. No matter what anybody says, I was nervous. Anyways, so I had to get up. My surgery was scheduled for 7:30 in the morning, and I had to be there at 6. So I live about an hour and a half away from Chapel Hill, which is where my surgery was scheduled at UNC. And so I had to get up at 3:30 this morning to go and get this surgery done. It was scheduled originally for the 17th, but they had to reschedule it to the 7th. Yeah. Anyways, so I was out all day. I missed track. But I get up, we go, and I can't have anything to eat, so I'm starving. And we get to the hospital, and we're in the waiting room. It was raining and it was cold, and there was this very creepy looking cow outside the children's hospital. Very creepy. My mom we're in the waiting room, and we get moved to another waiting room, and we couldn't figure out where we were going, and so we had a laugh over that. But then we had, but at the hospital they make you take off all your clothes when you're having surgery, so, and then they make you put on all this weird stuff. So I actually have pictures from before my hospital, from before I got the surgery. I unfortunately don't have them from after. I'll show you the one where I even look slightly awake. But, it was like 7:30 when they took me back. I had to start getting ready around 6:30, so I was actually really cold. So that's me after I finished. I don't know if you can see that, but that's me like right after I got all my hospital gear on. You can't see it, but I have socks on as well. And because I opted, now they gave me 3 options. I could A, have my surgery done under a local anesthesia. I would be awake, I would remember everything. They would just numb this area around my eye so that I wouldn't feel it. B, they could put me completely to sleep. They could knock me out, put me under general anesthesia, so I would be asleep and I wouldn't remember a thing. Or they could sedate me, which means the difference between sedation and general anesthesia is basically a medical coma. And they have to put what's called a breathing tube in because you can't really breathe on your own. So they had to put that in, and I did not want that. So I opted for sedation. Sedation is basically a medicine that makes you sort of sleepy, like really sleepy, like I fell asleep. And they give it to you through an IV, and you fall asleep, and they give you an oxygen tubing in your nose, but you breathe on your own. You don't need a breathing tube. So that's what I opted for. So I slept for this procedure. I was in there. I didn't get out until like 9, or like, I didn't get out until like 8:45, I guess, was our thing. So I was in there for a good 45, an hour and a half. I don't know. I do know that, while I was out, they did take out this, so now I have this strange little bandage here that's really itchy and annoying. And when I got up, this whole area right here was completely numb. I couldn't feel a thing. It was the creepiest thing in the world. I'm trying to remember. I'm having really, anyways, so when they go back, we had all these really, really Chapel Hill UNC Hospital is just amazing. They have really, really, really nice doctors and nurses there. Everybody is really sweet. They're all very warm. They're friendly. It's amazing. And so, they, okay, I'm sorry to anybody who might think this is cheating, but, they had my anesthesiologist, his name is Joe. He was cute. How many of you guys have seen the trailers for the movie Divergent? And you've seen what 4 looks like? He looked almost exactly like 4 with a beard. He was hot. I'm sorry. But he was. But he's like 35 and he's married, so, you know. Not really my type. But, so I had Dr. Yehan, who was my surgeon, and it was plastic surgery because of its location. If it had been anywhere else on, like, from my neck down, they would have sent me to a dermatologist, which would have left a bigger scar. But because it's on my face and because it's so much near my eye, they sent me to plastic surgery, so it's not as noticeable. But our second, that I had Yehan, Miss Yehan, I had Joe, I had Yolanda, she was one of my RNs who was back there, and then I had a couple other guys, Mike and George or something like that. I don't remember his name. Anyways, they were really nice and they were very sweet, but first they had to start an IV in my arm to give me all the medicine and stuff like that. So I actually have pictures. I love taking pictures of what happens. So my mom took these pictures for me since I was already starting to get sleepy from the sedation medicine that they were giving me. I actually have a picture, let's see if you can see that, of the IV that was in my arm at the time. And I'm telling you, those stretchers are extremely comfortable. And I mean, like, really comfortable. So that's the IV. They actually had it in my arm here, and it looped up. Oh, sorry, my phone is being really weird these days. It actually, I don't know, this is kind of really weird. It looped up, and then down again. That's where the end is, and it goes this way, and then it goes up, and then it looped back behind my back, and it was really uncomfortable sleeping on it, but it was fine. So they took me back to the operating room. It smells really weird back there, but it's sterile. So it was really dark. It was really bright at first, and they put these big white lights over my face, and that's pretty much the last thing I remember, because that's when they injected me with the proper sedation medicine. That's when all the medicines that they were giving me started kicking in. I honestly don't remember anything that happened. All I remember is falling asleep and waking up in a room that looked totally different from where I was before. And I look up and I'm like, where am I? And I say this out loud. And the nurses are like, you're in the children's recovery ward. Because I'm under 21, I have to go to the pediatric center. So there are butterflies on the ceiling, and it's really pretty, and so I'm in the pediatrics ward, and they're like, okay, who's here with you today? I'm like, my mom. And so they page my mom, and they bring her in. Turns out I had only been out in the recovery room for about 12 minutes, which is one of the shortest times that they said that they have ever had somebody from sedation not wake up. It's usually been about a half hour. I've always been a light sleeper. Anyways, so I'm sitting there and I'm like I'm in a hospital gown. They took off my ridiculous looking hat. My hair's a mess. My face is a little bit sore, but it's pretty much numb, so I can't feel anything. I didn't even know that they had taken it out. Like, my nose was itchy, so I took my hand out and I got to scratch my nose, and I feel this weird sort of, this papery stuff that's on the bandage, and I'm like, I'm sitting there and I'm just like, I can't feel anything. And then RN is telling me that I'm fine. Then they give me apple juice, mainly because I haven't eaten in 8 hours. I hadn't eaten in more than 8 hours, so. And then they had me go through all these tests. They took my IV out. They took out my IV. They took out my IV. They had me get dressed. Overall, I was only there for about 3 hours, believe it or not. I was out of the hospital by 9:30. I was home by 10:30. Mom stopped at Food Line and bought me muffins for breakfast. Yum. But that was my basic hospital experience. It was a lot of people there are very nice. And my brother just had sinus surgery. What's really funny is I had the same nurse in the recovery room that he did. It was hilarious. So I was always cracking jokes. I'm not the type I don't scare easily. I'm more of the type who, if somebody asks me if I'm okay, I'm gonna be, yeah, I'm fine. If somebody asks me if something's wrong, I'm fine. As I keep telling people, I can take a hit. I can take a punch. I'm kind of immune to pain, you might say. Not completely immune, but immune enough to where I refuse medicine. So I was fine. I actually didn't feel any pain. I still don't feel hardly any pain. Of course, I took some Tylenol, but that's probably worn off by now. I haven't felt a thing. Yeah, it's a little bit sore. That cut me open. But yeah, I'm actually a lot better than I thought I was gonna do. The only thing really wrong is I have a headache. And actually, my arm, from where they put the IV in, I don't know if you can see this or not. But right there, right on my arm, right here, no, this is really annoying and awkward, but right here on my arm is completely bruised from, here, I'll show you. This should make your life simpler. Take a picture of it for you. This should make your lives a lot simpler. I know, I'm being very strange on camera. This is what it looked like right after they took the IV out. Well, this is what it looked like about an hour and a half ago. As you can see, it's just mildly bruised right here. That's where the IV went in, that little pink dot right there. It's a little bit blue over here, but all in all, it's not that bad. And then, this is it right now. It's actually worse. So you can see it's darker, it's got purple, that's where the IV in, you've got purple here, you've got purple here, it's blue all in that area. Yeah, it's actually worse than it was earlier, but this is that should go away. I'm not swollen or anything, luckily. Like, if I press on it, it only hits, like, up here doesn't hurt, right here hurts a little bit, round, I can go in a full circle around my area, actually, without doing it. There's actually really not that much wrong with it now. But it was a lot of, I wouldn't say fun, but it's an experience. I was actually nervous, but people don't say. People think I'm go. I don't get nervous easily. Surgery kind of scared me, so I was just like, surgery, no different than getting teeth pulled, and I was fine. So, I just wanted to share that with you guys, because mainly it's still fresh in my head, and thank you, medicine. I'll probably forget some of it tomorrow. So I just wanted to get that out to you guys while I have the chance. I know this is a really long video. I'm sorry. But yeah, if you've had any hospital experiences, comment below and tell me about them. Because I'm really interested. I like to read medical books for fun. That's like one of my things. So, comment below, email us, Kira. I'll get a video uploaded with Kira here at some point. We'll get, I don't know, like, we'll get something started. I think we're gonna do bubble wrap challenge. She doesn't know what's coming. Unless she watches the video, of course. But, you know. So, yeah, that's basically all I had to say. So, bye, guys. Happy Friday. For those of you who live in North Carolina, change of pace, it's raining.